Booktubers, my name is Lauren, you're watching Dreams, Books, Courage, and today I'm going to be talking about my adventures at the Romantic Times Book Lovers Convention in Dallas, Texas. Last weekend I went to this event and it was my first ever book convention that I attended, and I only attended one event at it because it was a week long, and I just went to the giant book fair on Saturday and it was really awesome and I got to meet so many incredible authors, and so I kind of just wanted to talk about my experience that I had with you guys. So first off, I only live about an hour away from Dallas, so it wasn't very hard to get to the place. It was in downtown Dallas at a very nice hotel, and so I really liked the setup of the entire thing. Although whenever I entered the giant book fair, which was at basically the start of the entire event, it was very hectic and it went on that way for 3 hours. A lot of it was me trying to get my books out of my bag while waiting on authors so then I can get them to sign my books, and it was just kind of a mess in some ways, but I think that the event was structured enough so then they had like bracelets for authors that are big names. But I did feel like the organizers of the RT Book Lovers Convention did a very good job of making sure everyone was in their place and that the lines didn't get too long, although it was very hard and very hectic for some people, such as like Rochelle Mead, Kira Cass. I brought 12 books with me and I didn't really think that I'd be able to get all of them signed by the author, but I did end up getting all of them signed, and I was very excited about that because some of the authors were very big names, but I just felt very blessed to have this opportunity. And if you guys get the chance to attend the RT Book Lovers Convention next year, then I definitely suggest that you should, because it was just a fun time even if you just go to the giant book fair. I've never been around so many people who love books, and so I just really enjoyed the entire experience. So I tried to vlog this event. I actually went with my best friend Rita and also my mom, and I ended up not being able to vlog very well because it was just so hectic and I just wanted the authors to be able to sign my books, and even if I did vlog during the event you wouldn't really be able to hear it. So I do have some panoramic shots as well as some pictures with some authors, so I will be adding those in as we go along with this. And the way I'm going to be talking about this with the authors and the books is that I'm just going to go one by one in the order that I talked to these authors and just whatever really happened with them, and just the books that I got signed. So this will kind of be like a haul, although it's more of a signed book haul instead of a book haul because most of these books I have bought previously. So first we have Snow Like Ashes by Sara Rusch, and I have not yet read this book, but I do own it and I knew that she was going to be at the event, so I decided to go ahead and get this one signed by her. She was actually the first author that I have met and got her to sign it, and I got to talk to her a little bit. She was super nice and she had purple streaks in her hair, which I loved. And the thing that I like a lot about the RT Book Lovers Convention is that you really felt like you had one-on-one time with these authors. Besides two authors, I really got to talk to them and just kind of share with them my feelings on their books and just really just talk to them overall, and they were all super nice, and Sara Rusch was definitely very nice. She was very young. She seemed like she was in her 20s, so I was very impressed that she already written her first book, and also her second book in this series is coming out very soon in this year. And so she signed it Lauren, Let It Snow, and then her signature of Sara Rusch. And also I got a little card from her that's kind of like a bookmark, and on the back it just has one of the seasons, which is summer, and it kind of just talks a little bit about that, so I thought that that was very interesting that it kind of gave you your own season, and it also mentions her next book coming out on October 13th, so I will definitely be checking that out. After that, I ended up meeting Stephanie Perkins, and I was so excited to meet her because she seems so sweet, and just like she seems on like Twitter and Instagram, she is the exact same way in person. She was just very sweet and pretty, and she was very tall. And although she had already had a big line forming, she really just took the time to talk to you one-on-one, and it was just very sweet of her. We could only bring 2 books per author, and so I brought Anna and the French Kiss, and on the inside she put Lauren, Never Stop Wishing on Stars, love Stephanie Perkins, and I thought that was very sweet. And I also got her to sign Isla and the Happily Ever After, which is my favorite book of the trilogy. And in this book she signed it Lauren, May You Always Find the Right Way, love Stephanie Perkins. And I just really love that in her books that she signs them with kind of references to the stories within the books, and overall I just had a really good experience with her signing my books. After that I met Susan E., who's the author of the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy, and since I haven't gotten the finale of the series yet in the mail, which is End of Days, I just got her to sign the first 2 books in that trilogy. So first I have Angel Fall, and she signed it to Lauren, Susan E., and also I got her to sign World After, and within this she also signed it to Lauren, Susan E. I also got this pretty cool bookmark that has her name on one side. And then on the other side, it has a little picture of the third book, End of Days. And also I got a little tattoo that has the wings from the cover of Angel Fall. So I will definitely be putting these on whenever I do my book review for End of Days. She was such a sweet author, and whenever I told her my name, she said that I definitely looked like a Lauren, like I was very feminine, and that the name just reminded her of flowers, and I thought that was very sweet of her to say. And I just had a really nice time just being able to talk to her. After that, I met Claudia Gray, who is the author of 1,000 Pieces of You, and I'm sure you guys have seen this book cover a lot on my channel and on a lot of other book channels as well, because this cover is just so beautiful, and I have not yet read it yet, but I thought that I should go ahead and get her to sign it for me. And I told her that I thought this cover was just absolutely beautiful, and also the second one as well. And she was saying that she was hoping that the third book cover will be even prettier than the rest, which is kind of hard for me to imagine because the first two are just so beautiful. On the inside, she signed mine to Lauren, Claudia Gray, and she also put the date. And also I got this nice little bookmark that has the cover of 1,000 Pieces of You on it. And on the back it has another copy of that cover along with the second book, which is 10,000 Skies Above You. And I think that this is just a beautiful bookmark, just like it is a beautiful book cover, so I'm really glad that I got it. After that, I met Kira Cass, and I really didn't have very much time to talk to her because she was one of the two authors that I actually had to get a bracelet for, and so whenever they called my number, then I could go and meet her, but it was kind of impersonal how it was done, and I can understand that just because she has a lot of fans now, and so there were a lot of people meeting her, and so I really didn't get to talk to her at all, although she did sign my copy of the selection. Inside, she just put my name and Kira Cass, but I can understand it wasn't really her fault that she couldn't really talk to you. Overall, she was very nice, but we just didn't really have a lot of time to talk. After that, I got to meet Scott Westerfeld, and he actually didn't have that many people in his line like I really thought he would. Like, I thought that he'd be one of the more popular authors, that it'd be very hard and I'd have to wait in a long line to be able to get to him. But really, I just got to go right up and talk to him, and he kind of asked me if I wrote, because I did bring my copy of Afterworlds with me, and I told him that I do some journaling, and so he just kind of talked to me about that, and it was very personal the way that he talked to me, and we really just talked about writing a little bit, and so it was very nice to meet him. On the inside, he put, "To Lauren, best of luck with all your writing," and then he put his name, and then he put hashtag RT15. So I thought it was very nice of him to kind of just put all that down and to just really be able to talk to me, and it was just very nice to be able to meet him. Also, he gave me a bookmark for an upcoming book of his that I haven't heard of, but it's called Zeros, and it's by him and two other authors, so I am looking forward to it. It is coming out later this year. Another author that I thought I'd have to wait in a huge line for was Marie Lu, and she actually didn't have anybody in her line by the time that I got to her, and she was so sweet, and it was very, very nice to meet her. I got her to sign my copy of The Young Elites, and inside she signed it to Lauren with a smiley face, and then Marie Lu. She was just such a sweet and nice author, and I was very, very happy to meet her. And the author that I was looking most forward to meeting was Rusch, and I did get to meet her. She was the second author that I also had to get a bracelet for, but I didn't mind because of course she had just hundreds of fans there, so I'm really just lucky that I got to meet her at all. She could only even personalize one of my books. So first I got her to sign Vampire Academy, and so that's just her signature, and I also got her to sign my copy of Bloodlines. And inside she put, "To Lauren, rock on, Rusch Mead." So although I didn't get to talk to her for very long, I did get the impression that she's very sweet and nice, and I did tell her that I was really looking forward to Soundless coming out later this year, and she told me that she's also working on another project, and so I'm just really excited because I love all of her books so much, and I was just very happy to have the chance to meet her. And so she was the last author that I personally had the chance to meet, but my mom also got some authors to sign books for me, and so that was very sweet of her to do, so thank you so much, Mom. And I got her to sign Before I Fall, which is by Lauren Oliver, and so she went up to her and kind of talked to her and told her that her daughter's name is Lauren. So on the inside she said, "For Lauren, best name ever. Thanks for being such a fabulous supporter of books everywhere," and I felt like she definitely wrote a lot for the amount of fans that she had there. But according to my mom, she was just very sweet to talk to, and I really wish I had the personal chance to talk to her because she sounds like she was very sweet, and I'm looking forward to meeting her in the future. And the other author that my mom got to talk to, but I didn't, and I'm so jealous of this, was Colleen Hoover, and she got her to sign a copy of Maybe Someday for me. And on the inside she put, "Lauren XOXO Colleen Hoover." And also she was giving out ARCs of part 2 of Never Never. So my mom did get to pick that up. I actually think that it just came out, but I've never had an ARC at all, and so I'm really excited to even own this. And she also signed it for me, Lauren XOXO, Colleen Hoover. So I think it was very awesome that she was able to hand out so many ARCs. Along with that, she has these things which are like stress relievers, and so it's like a little bitty book, which is adorable. And it says the Bookworm box on it, and I think that this company is actually owned by her. And I think that it is a bookstore along with them selling monthly book boxes, but you can go to the website, which is www.thebookwormbox.com, to check more out about it. And also she got this little bookmark that has her signature on it. And then on the back it has a lot of little quotes from her books. So she was definitely giving out a lot of book swag, which I think is awesome, and hopefully I'll be able to meet her the next time that I go to a book convention. And they were also giving out these tiny pins which says RT Does Dallas. Overall, it was just such an amazing experience to be able to just meet all these authors and really just put a face and a memory with the books as well. I also got to meet a fellow booktuber, which was Lizzie Loves Books, so I'll be leaving a link to her channel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have ever been to a book convention, I would love to know who was your favorite author to meet, and now I'm gonna go get back to reading.